Sean, what's up, man? New to the channel. What's going on? Welcome. Thanks for joining in. Just getting some stuff started up here. Fox River, what's up, dude? CSX, what's going on? Bit of echo there. How's everybody doing tonight? It's LIONEL catalog day, so we're gonna do some talking. Slack Cat, what's up? And KNR, what's up, man? Big day for the O-Gagers, if you want to call it a big day. How you doing, Slack Cat? Happy Wednesday. David, what's going on, man? Welcome. Welcome. Bernsey, what's up? Oh, is he really? If I would have known that, I wouldn't have done that. I don't want to step on his toes. It's LIONEL day. Yep. Bernsey, I got a Weaver engine today. Just didn't get out of the box yet. Maybe we'll pop his stream on here too, just to. Is he on YouTube or is he doing it somewhere else? Sometimes he does it on Facebook. But there it is. All good. He's a lot more popular than me anyway, so that's all right. But whoever comes on. It's awesome. I dig it. It is LIONEL day, and a very good one, actually. Very good catalog. Sean, you looked at the book today. Anything catch your eye? What are you looking at there? Because we know you got to be getting something. I'd rather be Atlas or MTH day. Atlas's catalog's coming out soon, right? What is it, next couple of months? The spring catalog? Is it next month? But I already, I went through it. I know there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a ton of videos and a ton of people talking about it because there is a lot of buzz around this catalog. It's a good one. You know, we're not used to one being this pack full of stuff for a long time. Hey Don, how you doing? It's been a year since we've gotten a full catalog. Obviously, those of you know we've been getting those little releases, which are good. I actually like those. I don't know if I like them as much as the big book, because my excuse is then I see something in every catalog that I like, and then all of a sudden everything just starts. You just start. It's like, oh yeah, I'll get one out of this one. I'll get this one, then I'll get this one, and that just kind of gets out of hand. But yeah, it's I'm very happy, but we'll talk about it. All of it's out of your price range. We got to hook Sean up. We got to get him something. You got to get yourself something, man. Even something small. But I get it. This stuff's expensive. Lou, the T1s. Told you, man. Lou, when did I tell you that T1s were in the catalog? When did I tell you that? But yes, the T1s are back. Lionel did stream today. Dell, what's up, buddy? Loving the T1s. I am as well. I'm not sure which one. I don't know which one I'm going to get. Sedano, yeah, man, we're done. This, they stuck a knife in us on this one. They did a good job. MTH is pretty quiet. I'd like to get MTH on a stream sometime, but I know they wouldn't. But I'd like to talk to them. Let's see what's going on with them. Casino E units do look phenomenal, Lou. Yes, they look awesome. Not the T. What T1 did you want? You wanted the Chessie, I think, right? Which I'm surprised they didn't do that. But if you guys are wondering too, I don't count on them like other other retailers doing a custom run. Lionel will probably tell them no. That's something that Lionel's going to want to do. They're not going to. I don't think they're going to allow anybody to do a Chessie Steam Special just because of the fact that then you got to do all the passenger cars with it. Zach actually was saying something about that today, which makes a lot of sense. Andrew, what's going on, man? Bill, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, Lou, I don't think they're gonna do a custom run. I just don't think that they would allow it because I'm sure they're gonna get asked that a lot. But I have the catalog pulled up here. Been looking through it a little bit, but I think that if I were to get a T1, I think it would be probably 2112. I don't think as if though I want to get one of the passenger service ones for the excursions. However, the passenger cars look great. I will say they look really, really cool. The ones that are in the back there, a little bit further off of the engine there, and they're actually really good priced. I was surprised to see that the price of those cars is really, really good. Like really good. What's up, Matt? Good to see you. Jeff, how's it going, buddy? Great to see you. Great to see you. Yeah, I think a lot of people were surprised. A lot of people did want the Chessie. The Reading and Northern one is cool if you want to model what it's like right now in the Rambles. It's nice looking. It is nice looking. Trainmaster, what's up, buddy? Welcome. You survived catalog day. We all did. Zach, what's up, buddy? In custom run, I would love to see is a Disney World or land version of the 440. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that would sell, but I'm not. Maybe in the future they'll do it. What's up, Chad? How you doing, buddy? Good evening to you. Happy Wednesday. Happy catalog day. 7-11. What's up, man? Good to see you. I do like the big Steam. I actually already pre-ordered my Allegheny. I already put my pre-order in for that. That's the one thing that I knew that I wanted right off the bat. So I already have that order placed. Get that out of the way. Muffins is doing a Monon T1. It's not going to sell. I'm not going to buy it. Aaron, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome. Happy Wednesday, my friend. I know, John. I didn't know Eric was on. It's my fault. I shouldn't even have came on live tonight. I feel bad overstepping my boundary there with those guys because people are watching them instead of me, which is fine. He's the leader of the O-Gauge world. Ohio, what's up, man? Good to see you. It's like Christmas. Happy Catalog Day. Happy Catalog Day. Just getting here because we were watching Joker's catalog review. Very nice. Very cool. Radar, what's up, man? You got a 440 set by 2100 T1. Very cool. That's a good little pick there. Like it. What am I looking at new in the catalog? I put my pre-order in for the Allegheny. I got the Virginian. I've always wanted the Virginian variation of the Allegheny just because it's more closely linked to the Norfolk and Western in that area. So I was I put a stamp on that one right away. I wanted that one. Doug, true fans here. There you go, buddy. I appreciate that. Anyone know what sort of discount Mr. Muffins is doing for large pre-orders? You must say it would be in the cart. It's decent. It takes some money off. I think it's like PRE for me. You put the promo code in, and it does take a discount. So it has to be over $1,000. I mean, that's easy to do. So just put in PRE for me and it'll tell you. And it doesn't take it off the total order, like the lump. It takes it off of each individual item. So I think the Allegheny was like 20 or 2,000. It was like $2,280 or something like that. It was less than 2,300, I believe, for the pre-order. I like Wilson Wednesday. You have a fun stream. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that, man. There you go. Yeah, Zach. That makes perfect sense. Lash those things up, man. That would look great. I put the triplex on the back as a pusher. I'd like the T1 to run with my Jersey Central stuff, but overall nothing I need. Is there some Jersey Central passenger cars in there, Matt? Yep, the Blue Ridge. Wait, their Ogie items under 1,000. Yeah, right. How about it? Thanks, Bill. I appreciate that, man. Maybe someday we'll get there. But for now, this is what we got, and it's great. That's a good question, Jeremy. I don't know. I'm assuming that stuff's already tacked on. I'm assuming that they already sorted all that stuff out. And the price that you see now is the price that it's going to be. I don't foresee them changing it, but you never know. But I'm thinking that the price that you see in the catalog now is going to be the actual price. Yeah, I didn't know he was going live either. I feel bad. John's in trouble. You only have to say 3 letters to John. 3 letters to John. AFT. He's done. He's done. Oh, your triplex is up. MTH got it. But it'll look good. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, they're not right, Matt. That's not good. Get somebody to fix those. Dude, there's a lot of people talking about that. Like, people are making fun of it. We made fun of it for how long? We were just talking about this in the Discord a little bit ago, but I think that thing's going to be a seller. I think it's going to be a big seller. I think all the big boys are going to be sellers. But if you guys notice in the catalog, when you go back and you look at that, the big boy in there, I think that's the picture that they used, I think it's from the Vision Line one. I don't think it's the one for the actual one that they're making, because if you look underneath, there's renderings. I think that's the Vision Line picture. Jeremy says he's leaning towards 1604. Dude, that's a solid one. There you go. Yeah, there's a lot of things to be juggling right now. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's. I will say, guys, just be careful. Just be careful. Dave, what's up, man? It's so easy to get caught up in, you know how it is. Especially now with third rail being in the game the way that they are. It's not good. It's not good for our wallets. Pace ourselves, I guess. I wish they would have had the 1601 to lead the set. Yeah, I can see that, but I think they're just trying to mix it up a little bit, which I appreciate. See, this is why Johnny needs a daycare, because he's buy another one, buy one, buy two. Train Masters, yeah, I thought that was the Vision Line one. That's a big whoopsie when you get your engine and it looks nothing like that, right? You're right, Lou. That's very good. There are no cars for the Line Master. You're right. That's a good point. Or the Polar Express one, you mean? That's true. You'd have to almost get like past Polar Express cars, like 027 ones. You know, I guess. Because like the big ones won't look right with that. The 18 inchers, they won't look right. Kind of like the orange Allegheny. Dude, get the other one. Who's ordering the supersets? Not for Allegheny, for me, obviously, but I don't know. I kind of like that. I like that Reading set. That's nice. That's a pretty set. Hard to juggle between third rail and whatever MTH may announce. Exactly, Matt. Exactly. Yeah, and MTH just announced what, like a month ago, the Mohawks, which I'd like to have a Mohawk with smoke deflectors. Those are nice. So that's in there. Then there's, I mean, I think third rail's coming out with another catalog at some point in the spring. So there's that. And then there's Atlas. It's a lot. Like you were saying, it is a lot. Have to hold back until your new layout. There's pros and cons with everything, but I will say with that too, though, Zach, is be careful, because you might miss out on something that you really want. I know a ton of guys that don't have their layouts done, or they're working on them and they can't run anything, and they just get the engines that they want. So just make sure that, obviously the budget is more important, but budgeting and making sure that you can afford both if you can, but don't, hopefully you don't miss out on anything that you really want. Hey, CSX man, thanks, appreciate it, glad you're here. Keith, what's up, my man? What's the detail differences between C&O Alleghenies? All I see on the side rails darkened for. Yeah, I mean, very minute. They're very minute. They do say that there's road specific details. I mean, whatever they are, there might be a couple like dressing things that are different. But other than that, like I looked pretty closely, but it seemed like a lot of the details were pretty much the same. Wheel arrangement, or not wheel arrangement, obviously, but like white walls on the wheels and things like that. But yeah, the darkened rod. Yeah, dude, it's you can eat things with your eyes pretty quickly. It's hard. Bill Angle. I did, buddy. It's actually gonna It's gonna go across Horseshoe Curve this year. That's gonna be one of the spots in our area that we're gonna see it. So We should go out. Get a bunch of us to go out. Get a case of beer, a couple cases of beer, a couple bottles of whiskey, and go train chasing like you used to do with my pap. That's super cool. That'd be fun. Montana Northern, what's up? How we doing? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Closest size for Line Masters MTH 16.5 cars. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough fill for the Line Master. It's gonna be tough. The one thing that I noticed too that was really weird is, did they put the MTH? Was it the GP? What Jeeps are in here? Is it GP30s? What diesels did they put in here? Yeah, in here. GP20s. Are those like MTH Rail Kings? They look like that one at the top looks like a Rail King. I could be wrong, but it looks like a Rail King. I have zero interest in those GP20s, not for that price. Not for $674. Heck no. I might as well just get an SD40-2. The writing states, yeah, they are cool. I need to see a little bit more detail though. I can't really get in there and see, like, are all of those cars like prototypically ran at that time or no? Supersets, yeah. I think that's what people do. They just want to like buy a set and be done. But some get it for the box art and all that stuff, which I get. There you go, Zach. That's cool. Yeah, it's good to have distractions like that. Yeah, thanks, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that. Please do that. Lee Baird, checking in for a minute. So much. Love you. Hey, brother. Love you, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. Send me a text, man. Let's catch up. Are you playing this weekend? Because I'm on. I think you're on. Chad, you're getting a T1, just not sure which one. Yeah, that's my thing too. I'm kind of sure, but I'm not 100% sure. If I could, I'd get 2. Is anybody getting any American Freedom Train? Literally mini projects. What's up? Welcome. Good to see you. Budget is key. Here you go, guys. Anybody want a LIONEL Century Club 726? That's a good question. Does anybody else pay for pre-orders ahead of time? I prefer to pay as soon as I can so the expense doesn't creep up later. That's a good thing to do. What I try to do, especially for pre-orders, if I know like right now for like that, whatever it is, I'll put money aside in my account in like a separate aux account, and I'll just put money in there every week, just a little bit, and you don't even miss it. Maybe like $20 a week or something like that. And then it helps offset the blow. Coming on. Black Bonnet? That's a good question. Drinking some Buffalo Trace tonight, Bill. If you care to know. I don't know what he'll make in Black Bonnet. That's a good question. I'm curious. Something's got to get that scheme, right? Something. Maybe a T1. Maybe he'll do a T1. One of the gloss. Look, killer with the Class A. There you go. That's a good idea. Chad, do you have any of the new Atlas military vehicles? I don't. I do not, Chad. Definitely going to Horseshoe Curve when the big boy comes. Really hope it's not mid-July. It's going to be in the summer, but I don't know when. It's going to probably be a lot of places. I would think it would go through like, I don't know how far east it will go. If it will go all the way to the shore and then go down and go back. I'm not sure. I haven't seen like an itinerary. I don't know if anybody's heard the itinerary for it or have heard anything. pop it in the comments here. Yeah, no date. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I think they're still working on that. At least they haven't released that to the public yet. Well, if they do a black bonnet, they're going to do a high gloss. They're going to do gloss. GP20s. GP40, yeah, GP20s. Yeah, the GP20s look like MTH Rail Kings in the catalog. They need to do a little bit of a better job making stuff look more appealing rather than putting renderings in all the time. The GP40 Visions, I am curious to see what those look like and like how much detail they have, and if they have detail inside the cab. I hope they do detail in the cab, because I would like to get a set of either the Southern Pacific, probably the Chessies. I don't know how I feel about those breakdown units though, for the price, and they don't have any motors in them. I don't know. It'd be a cool little thing to like have, but it's more engine than the actual. It's more money than the actual engines with power in them are, which is weird. Dude, I really feel like your scenery is freaking awesome. Would you ever consider making a video on how to do it? Yeah, I mean, absolutely, I can do that if you guys are interested in that. Absolutely, I'm currently going to be working on my mountains this weekend, or not my mountains, my tunnels this weekend. I got the portals ordered, so I had to order 4 portals, 2 for this side, 2 for the other. Trying to get this side done first. But yeah, I can walk you through kind of like what I do, and I mean, a lot of it's fail safe. A lot of it I'll go over it once and then I'll do it again. But yeah, I absolutely can do that. I can do a video. The next video I'm going to do is for I'm going to do an RMT reefer comparison to a LIONEL Vision Line reefer. So if you guys have any interest in that, that'd be let me know. But that's the next video I'm going to do, and then I have in the chamber doing a video for the Roundhouse, the H7, which is off to my right here, and then probably somebody wanted me to do one on the triplex, so maybe I'll do the triplex. Yep, GP40-2s. Are you getting some of those? Get that C&O there, man. I have 2. I've brought a lot of engines. I have an engine right behind me, actually, that I have to open. It's a Weaver engine. It's a Baltic Milwaukee Road. I just got today. Severino, what's up, buddy? Altoona, I'll bring the beer. Yeah, there you go. Go up there and have a picnic. All right, Lou says he has a recent GP20 Legacy from a bit back. It's nice but small and similar mold to it. Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know, man. Those just never have been appealing to me. The only Jeeps that I like that are smaller are like I like the GP35s, which is, and this is an MTH. I love these. I really do like these engines. I really like the MTH variations and the versions of these, the handrails and stuff like that. These are nice. Again, this is a Penske, and I have an Erie Lackawanna in the correct paint scheme. But yeah, every time I see them in the catalog, they just don't look appealing. Ooh, Ohio says he don't advise paying or head for pre-orders because and I realize the probability is low, the dealer closes for any reason, you are unsecured creditor, won't get refunded. Yeah, I've never thought about that, but I mean, I usually buy from, depending on who you buy from. Most of my pre-orders right now are from Charles Rowe, but I do see some stuff from Legacy Station. They have some good prices on some stuff that I'd like to support them, and my local shop too. Do you know what LIONEL meant with the Penn Central E7? I think it was just kind of, yeah, I think they just wanted to make a mashup of a model that was not done. not really done, but like has been through the paces, and they didn't get a chance to put the lettering and stuff like that on it. The only thing that I worry about that with Lionel is I feel like the side, like if you look at the B unit on that one, I hope it doesn't look like it's a printed on thing. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't. I don't know. That kind of worries me with Lionel in that aspect. We uncoupled, so sorry guys. Superstores. Let's hope the big boy runs the main line through Watsontown. You never know. I don't know. That's a lot of weight, man. The problem is spending money on a pre-order, receive it, and find it has problems. Yeah, that does suck. The gamble is being able to find that one item you want after it comes out. It is. It's a catch-22 though, because I think that, I don't know, because you never know how long the stuff's going to be available or how hard it's going to be to find it. So like I know people were talking about the American Freedom Train. That's probably going to be a hot item, maybe. But I think it's going to be one of those things that's going to be hard to find, like the passenger cars later on. And some people were talking about that too. Aaron, you're thinking about getting the gold B&O? Nice. That's pretty cool looking. The ET44s, yeah, they did a good job on those. I'm not into the more modern stuff, but even the sounds, they did a really good job. And the sounds on the new 40-2s, they're actually going to go out and go listen to the actual engine itself, which is cool. Yeah, dude, order it. Kunkel said the Vision line is plastic because each engine is road specific. That shouldn't matter. Road specific details. You can do those. You put brass on them things. But the other thing he said is because of the signaling. He said signaling isn't that well because of the brass being over top or whatever. You know, not die cast, but being metal isn't good for signal issue. It's bad for signal issues. Whatever, if that's true, I don't know. You got to get all three, man. That set is neat. I do like that set, Aaron. Allegheny. That's a cool set. Watch those sets because sometimes they might be a little bit better price. And if you're going to end up planning on getting like extra add-ons for it anyway, just go ahead and do it. Like, plus you get a cool box, hopefully. They are X-tooling, XL Weaver tooling. Yeah, if it's Weaver, dude, Weaver is great. Weaver's tooling's amazing. Talk to Bernsey, he'll tell you. Big Rich, what's up, buddy? What you ordering, bud? You getting those GP 40-2s? Getting those Vision lines? Trainmaster, I decided to cancel my K4 and F3 pre-orders since I need to slow my roll, regroup, and enjoy what I have now. Besides, who knows how they will turn out. Here you go. He has willpower. What a bummer on the Steam. Now, dude, you should be, no bummer. You're getting that AC9. You'll be all right. Those Southern Pacific, dude, they're nice. I love the bloody nose on those. I love those. I really do. Slycat's like all about sticking with Atlas and MTH and third rail. KNR, what's up, Rich? How you doing, buddy? I have to sell my kidney and left to buy more trains. Got a ton of fun. What'd you get on pre-order, Rich? Send me a text. I'd like to know what you ordered or what you're ordering, or if you want to put it in here. There you go, guys. If you're looking at GP20s, consider it Rail King or Line Chief level detail. You got rid of it. At least you know what you're getting. Yeah, you're going to get the right paint. That's the tough part, man. I did not see the Great Northern Y6B. Ended up selling. Actually, no. Did I see it or not? Does Tom have that one? The only pre-order you have right now is a Scotchman. I wish I only had one pre-order. Oh, nice. He has a lot of CNO. Very cool. Very cool. There you go, man. Don't give it the axe. You got to have something, right? You have control. I need to take lessons from you. I got a roof job lined up to pay for the Allegheny. That's pretty. You gotta have like one whole job to pay off an engine. It's crazy. It's crazy. The chassis ones are tempting, Richie. You are right. I like the Rio Grands too. The Rio Grands, it's one of my favorite paint schemes. I have 3 of the SD50s. But it would be a toss-up between, well, it's 3 of them. It would be a toss-up between the chassis or the Southern Pacific Bloody Nose or the Rios. If I did the Rios, I'd probably only get one of them because I have 3 of these. You didn't even get your H7 and you're selling already? Dude, what is wrong with you? You got to sell it? Hope you got it for a good price. Who'd you get it from? Because you were looking at Muffin, right? I'm pretty sure. Dude, Eric Siegel's live is popping. He's got 470 people in there. I think a lot of people just get curious what he's going to order. But I was telling somebody earlier, I have the American Freedom Train on order, the third rail one. And then Lionel dropped, all 24 passenger cars on us. And I really think that's a bad thing that they did. I wish they would have broke them up in sets, because there's no way that I'm going to order all those, because it's over like $3,000 just for the passenger cars. And it's just a huge commitment out of one catalog. They should have split them up. There you go, Rich. Yeah, it's expensive, man. It's expensive. PRR Sean, what's up? The donkey stock car. I heard people talking about that. It's so random. It's just like flipping through, and I was like, what is this thing? A donkey stock car? And it's like $300. Oh, nice. Muffin found you one. Very cool. That's awesome. It's easy, everything. It's just, yeah, man. I don't know. What your units? Oh, those are MTH F3s. That's an AB. I have the other B here, but I just wanted to run it as an A, or the other A, I'm sorry. I just wanted to run it as an AB, though. But those are F3s. Trey Master, thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it. I'm just thinking about this catalog. Makes me want to contact Jay and gain a free conscience away from it. There you go, buddy. Got to go to Alaska and visit the layout. Yeah, really. Todd Nicholas, what's up, buddy? Got some family on here. I love it. Here you go, guys. Johnny has the breakdown. Over $6,500 for all those cars. No engine. You're what? $8,000 with an engine. It's just you can't do it. I mean, I can't do it. I mean, I can do it, but I'm not gonna do it. It's too much of a commitment. Too much of a commitment. The quilling donkey. Yeah, I don't understand where they get this stuff. There you go. 2 T1s. Who's buying feet pics? Start your OnlyFans. $10,000 for 2 T1s and all the cars. $10,000. You hear that, guys? $10,000. Well, Johnny and I were talking about this earlier. He thinks that, and I agreed with him, that he thinks that they're going to put the diesels next. Because if you read the descriptions, like they have whatever it is of what they're selling, it says that there's more to come this year, and he thinks that they're going to be putting the diesel units in there, which makes sense. So then you're going to have to spend even more money, because you just can't buy the American Freedom Train and not have all the cars. You can't do it. Like, you're not going to buy it and buy 7 cars and call it a day. And that's my problem. I told Johnny this too, is that I know how I am, and I'm going to want all of them. And I tagged it up. I think it was not tagged it up. I calculated it all up, and I think it was like 30 feet of train, 30 feet of cars. I think it's like 30 feet. He's pulling 17 with one M1. Man, I'm glad I don't do T1s. Yeah, dude, but us here on the East Coast are in trouble. Alan Reynolds, greetings from White's Cliffs of Dover in the UK. We got somebody from over the pond. What's up? How are you? Welcome to the stream. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and like the video. I'm glad that you're here. Yeah, John's exactly right with this comment. Like, you can't just buy a few. You have to have them all. It's like Pokemon. You got to collect them all. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Yep, I want the whole set. Just don't have 10 grand for a Freedom Train. Yeah, right? Who does? Who does, my friend? Who does? Doc, dude, I was wondering about you. You aren't getting any of those T1s. That surprises me, my friend. That really surprises me. Like, extremely surprises me that you're not getting any of those T1s. I know you're an MTH dude, but and I know that, yeah, he's the MTH guy, but still, man, like, you can't tell me that you didn't like peek at those a couple times. They look good. They all look nice. There is a lot of redding in there. But again, the renderings, renderings get me. They make me nervous. I don't either, Johnny. I don't either. No idea how you say from that. I will not understand that. They are, and they're affordable. Like, guys, the passenger cars. Johnny just put a good point here. The passenger cars for the Reading, if you go on Legacy Station, they're $294 for a 2-pack. $294. I totaled up for 8 cars. It's $1,400. $1,400 for 8 cars. That's a pretty good. That's a smoking deal. Gosh, do I want the Reading car? Oh God, I'm in trouble. Yeah, Manny always watches. My wife's always watching. She's funny. She won't come on, but she'll watch. Reading guys are in hog heaven. We are in hog heaven. However, like I said, I'm worried about the cars. I'm worried about the those coal hoppers. I'm not a big fan of renderings. The donkey car may be a for means we are gases for buying these trains. Hey, you never know. There could be an underlining theme there. Hey, John, how you doing? Chooch, what's up? And that's the thing too. Yeah, you can't go out. Well, the thing too, John. Like, are those Reading cars going to be right? Like, what's the green going to look like on those? Is it going to be correct? That's the stuff that worries me, because when you see those renderings and those, it's just like a rendered color. The only color that I trust them to do right is black. Allie needs a hobby. Well, come over here and I'll show you how to start one. It's fun. I need a hobby. Dude, they don't put Monon in those. Are you kidding me? They don't put Monon in those catalogs. That's all custom run stuff because nobody wants it. Alan Reynolds, yes, I'm all good for the pond. Cool stream. Thanks, man. I stream on the last Sunday in the month. Regards. Oh, I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check that out. I appreciate that. The last Sunday in the month. I'll check you out. They're the same one. Is the color right? And what era are they from, John? Are they from like the 70s when they started doing excursions, or when are they from? I did order the old time UP passenger 2-car set out of this catalog. There was no UP in this catalog. Well, very, very little. It was not represented, which is good. Doc, I got 12 MTH Reading Madison cars for less than $800. Stop it. Stop it. Better off buying 2 Atlas and 2 Bay second. And yeah, I usually get the die-cast ones, the K-line ones. I like those. The guys from Gersbowski's, actually, they make fun of me all the time when I come down. Well, the one guy from Gersbowski's makes fun of me all the time at shows because I always buy 2 Bay hoppers off of them, the die-cast ones. They're beautiful cars. You're waiting for Mandy to be here. She'll come on. You can get her down here. Let's see if she'll. I text her. She'll ignore me. Chooch is living the dream. Chooch, what are you buying? Anything? Have no fear, Lionel screws up black too. I see they're still not putting people in a lot of. I didn't see that. Yeah, I just saw that it says detailed interiors, but it doesn't say passengers. It doesn't say people. I mean, we can do it ourselves, but I think they're leaving them out in this catalog, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Brown Cherry 0.2 engine, 3 by the passenger cars. Gotcha. Nice. Monon rears its ugly head. Yeah, I can get its ugly head out of here. They are lower height streamlined cars. What era are they from, John? What years are we talking? You're waiting for York. Dude, I am not buying anything. Like this year, I'm like tapped out already. If I get any, I'm not even going to say if I get anything. I'm just right now, I'm done. Like my year is done. No more catalogs, no more pamphlets, nothing. Tapped out. Flying the ton, Nicholas. I have to support my husband, even if it's watching the live from the living room right above him. Bicentennial custom set for third rail trains. Nice. Yeah, like I said earlier, I think I'll have to ask Doc. Yeah, you're right. For the American Freedom stuff, John, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait for third rail. And hopefully I'm going to talk to Jay, and hopefully like he's not going to release 28 cars at once. But also in those one cars that you can see in through, and they actually had like the like the Liberty Bell and different things in them. I feel like that line. I don't know. Is Lionel going to put those in there? Because I didn't see anything about those. I see the cars are like $500, but are they going to be detailed like that or not? Because if they're not, that's a huge miss on them. But I didn't see anything in the catalog stating that they're going to be putting those in. Let me find the correct terminology for that, guys. Right here. The showcase cars. So it even says right here, with the idea of Freedom Train 1976. Stay tuned for additional announcements to complete this train later this year. So there's more coming. But if you look at the showcase cars, what's the showcase? Like there's not at $500, there's $600. So are they going to put like artifacts inside of them? I would think Jay's going to put the artifacts inside. And if he does, I'm just going to wait. I think the only thing, if I do order anything from that's American Freedom, is I think I want to get. It's tough though, because I sometimes I like sounds in my passenger cars, and they have those generator sounds passenger cars. But if you buy a 2-pack of those, or you buy those and then you get the ones from third rail, they're not going to match. You know, they're just not going to match. So yes. So they do. Okay, so they have 3D printed stuff in them. Okay. Train addicts. What's up? Were you just on here? Are you back? Am I getting deja vu here? What's going on? Said about flat cars. It's just like I said, it's such a big undertaking. Train addict. Yeah, no, train master. Never mind. What's up, man? Good to see you. Sorry. That's my brain. Oh, good. Glad to hear that, Rich. Got your roof done. Very nice. So the dilemma is this: since I have the Freedom Train on order, $44.49. do you just get the third rail ones and get them in pieces? Because I'm sure that's probably what he's going to do. Or do you bite the bullet and get all of those cars in the catalog? Oh my gosh. We got time though. I think we got till the end of February or middle of February to get pre-orders in. Train Addict Phillies hat. I say yes. I'm a Phillies fan. We just got rid of Suarez. I heard he's going to Boston. The breakdown engines are cool, are more than the powered. They are. They're cool, but that's a hard sell. I don't know if it's going to be a hard sell, dude. It's new. They haven't done it before. I think people are going to buy them. That's my opinion. It's never been done before. When they do that kind of stuff, people hop on that. I think they'll look at the price and balk a little bit, but at the end, they're going to buy it. Here's a good one. You watch Lionel will have a $20,000 set for everything American Freedom until it's all said and done. It will cover a football field. Probably. Johnny, we need to start a business. Like, we need a get-rich scheme. Oh, you work right right by the park? Dude, lucky you. It's one of my favorite places to visit. I love going down there. My wife and I go down there. We went down twice last year. And we'll probably be doing several trips down this year. See, this whole catalog thing, I shouldn't have to be worrying about making life decisions. Yeah, they have been done. I should take that back. The breakdowns have been done before, but not like this. And exactly, Slag, you're right. It's a lot of money when they came in. And guess when they're going to come in? Right at Christmas. Right at Christmas time. And I already have the K4 Broadway Limited set. I have that on order. That should be here. I think the last time I looked, it said August, but that'll probably get pushed back. Usually sets with passenger cars get pushed back. The K4s themselves will probably come out before that I actually get mine because, like I said, mine's at the set. And then you're going to start getting Volume 1 stuff in. Daycare and non-emergency transportation. I hear it's millions. Dude, let's start one. Get rich schemes. We need them. Train Addict. We should start a GoFundMe. There you go. Johnny, how many Penske engines are you up to? Roughly. Kid nothing at all. Yeah, really. Literally. Yeah, everything will come at Christmas. Open a learning center daycare. Hey, man, you can open learning centers and get lots of money. Don't they do that in Minnesota? Did they get in trouble for that? We uncoupled again. True line of fashion. This won't be showing up until 27. Do you think it's going to be 2027? Do you think they're going to come in on time, or do you think it's going to be a while? I think they'll be here before you know it. Sooner than you think. If you want to do a cheaper hobby like Rolex watch collecting, I wish I was into like collecting stamps or something, or magnets. I wonder if there's a light bulb head train collectors in Minnesota. So you guys ever think you're going to be content with what you have? Ever? Learning center. You forgot the Rich. You forgot the N. I think you need to go to a learning center. But in any regard, I think I'm going to have to really go over the catalog with a fine-tooth comb and see what's worth it and what's not. But like I said, one item's already ordered, out of the way. Bill, they never saw the train. Jesus mighty. Mike's going live at 9? Yeah. I figured he is. I should have had him pop on here. Does anybody want to come on the live? Johnny, do you want to come on the live? Bust night. A busy night. I was like, bust what? It is a busy night. It's a busy day. There's too much in this catalog for me to get it all out on time. For the sake of the folks who want it, I hope LIONEL can deliver. Dude, there's a will, there's a way. They'll get it out. The only way that they won't get it out is if they have a problem with tooling. It's the only way it won't get out. It will get done. Does anybody know how long after catalog release does Nicholas Smith update its website? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Did LIONEL say when the Vision stock car, what the Vision stock car on the Allegheny set is? No, it's not the donkey car. It is... it's just a Chesapeake and Ohio Vision stock car. That's all it is. So I'm assuming it's probably, I mean, it doesn't say what it is, but I would think that they wouldn't put donkeys in it. I would think it would just be maybe like cows or something like that. But yeah, I could be wrong. But it just says stock car. You're flipping back and forth. Well, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad that you're here too. but you do. I'm listening while wiring my buddy's recording studio. Oh, nice, dude. Very cool. Where at? 7,11. That's typically how it works. Vision line stock cars are done in runs. That run goes and set. Yeah. I'd love to have you on here, man, for sure. Radar, thanks for coming on, man. Enjoy your evening. Thanks again. We'll talk soon, my friend. We will talk soon. I've also noticed too, like Lionel's kind of like moving away from the 21-inch passenger cars. Does anybody know maybe why that is? Is it just that are they not that popular? Not too shabby having 29 viewers on while Eric's going his live. Yeah, I'm very, very, very grateful for each and every one of you for being on here. It means a lot to me. You guys could be watching his or, excuse me, doing something else. I think it's wonderful that you're here. He's got 400 and some people on his, but he's been doing it for a very, very long time. Can't join your driving. You're good, Johnny. Just be careful driving, dude. Hatfield, PA, home studio. This has to be a couple years in the making. Ran cables pre-pandemic. Oh wow! So you're what? You're 6 in? Nice. Very cool. Very, very cool. $51 engines. And are those yours? They're probably yours. 51 engines. How many J1s do you have, John? Texans. Jeff, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Hit the like button. Thank you, guys. Watch Eric later when I can fast forward. He does a good stream. He does a very good job. Eric Deckard, how you doing, my man? Did anyone notice the GP40 look like it has fixed pilots? Fixed pilot. Look at the couplers like the Reading Steam Locos. Looks like the KD coupler's strange. I think they're fixed pilots, but they said something about them being kinematic. I don't know though. I feel like that they might be fixed pilots. I hope they are. That'd be awesome. Because they did mention that I think they said they're 060 minimum. I would much rather have fixed pilots than these freaking kinematics. Like these kinematics, for some reason, the springs are always like, I talked about this in my last live. They always get freaking wonky. I don't know why they're like that. John, be careful, man. You got a whole freaking mass communication thing going in there. 2J1s, very cool, nice. You need more. Which I have number 6174. Do you have that one at the club? I don't know if you know off the top of your head. 51 engines that are Pensy. Guys, I'll be right back. Just got to take a quick little breather. All right. Since they did say kinematics, they also did say, Rich, that this is just the beginning. So they're, because there's so many Jeeps out there, variations and road numbers and road names, you're going to be seeing these again in the near future. Chooch, yeah, fixed pilots are the way to go. Yeah, if you have the decent curve, if you have curves that can handle them, for sure. But I think a lot of guys, for an engine of that size, you can get away with, because they're what, 15 inches? What, 048, 054 with fixed pilots? 6174, I think it has the Banshee whistle. I got mine switched out. I put it, Mad Mike put a different sound card in mine. But yes, 6174 did have the Banshee, John. Yeah, there was a run from what, 2011 and then 2019 or something like that, I believe. 2013. Could be, yeah, could be. There could be a lot of oversights. Definitely could be some oversights. Alaska Railroad, look at this. KNR, your best friend. KNR's a huge Alaska Railroad dude. Hey, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming. Dude, he's from Alaska. Oh, where in Alaska? That's amazing. Thing you don't like about fixed pilots with the lobster claw, it sticks out really far. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if they could like fix that. But I've seen them where they're like, you can see like all the tape wrapped around. It looks terrible. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Welcome. Glad that you're enjoying it. They said all scale freight cars are going back to sprung trucks to work better with kinematics. The leading numbers on those cars are going to be 2626. Loving them trains. What's going on? Welcome. How's your day going? Have you spent all your money today? Eric Siegel is live right now. So I know a lot of guys are over there right now, but we got a lot of our friends are here tonight, which is great. Retired locomotive engineer. Very cool. Alaska, thanks for coming on, man. This is awesome. What how long were you an engineer for, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, guys, welcome Alaska Railroad. That's awesome. Yeah, they need to do something there, Chooch. I agree. They need to like fix that because like that just looks stupid. We already have a big enough as it is. It's big enough as it is. Let's like not make it more obvious, with our couplers. The diehards are here. Doc's here. He's still here. Anybody getting the gold chassis? The motto of the day: didn't and will not spend a lot of money from Loving Them Trains. There you go. James Corbett, what's up? Good evening to you too, sir. It's good to see you. A lot of retired railroaders. We love it. You get a lot of good knowledge from these guys. There you go. Jeff models, he does a lot of HO, but he does do some O. Very nice. I did not know that about you, Jeff. Thanks for sharing that. That's awesome. Alaska was an engineer from 2008 to 2018. Very cool. Awesome. Yeah, Alaska. Check out KNR. He's a really big Alaska head. He's got some stuff you'd be really interested in. Some of you guys were asking, since I have this package here, this is when I do my tunnels. I know I saw a squirrel moment here. But for doing my molds for my mountains, this is the stuff that I use. It's Navaris. It's Novartis. I don't even know what the name of this stuff is. If I can open it up here. It's basically just a plaster cloth. But I really like this stuff because it works really well. And you can get it in several different sizes. Obviously, I'm not going to take it out of here, but it's just a roll of plaster cloth. But this is the brand that I stick with. You can get it on Amazon. I think it's relatively cheap. But for the inside of my tunnel or from my mountains here, I'm going to be doing some molds in there. So I figured I'm going to get some of this and finish it off because I ran out. And then to make my mountains. So my mountain mixture is how I start off. I start off with cardboard and I cut it about 1 inch to 2 inches thick, maybe about 1.5 inches, and make it a lattice. So if those of you who aren't familiar with that, I'll start with, let's just say I'm doing a mountain. I'll run the strips all the way up, and then I'll run them in between, almost make it look like an apple pie style thing. You ever seen that? Like weave them in and out, do a weave with hot glue. And then once I get it formed really nice, after that, I typically take and I put newspaper over it. I'll wet the newspaper just so it forms over top, because if not, you have like really big. You're gonna see the cardboard kind of sticking out. So I'll take the newspaper or whatever you have, newspaper, store clippings for like coupons or whatever, and I'll lay that over top, let that kind of like dry, and then I'll take the plaster cloths and I'll run that all the way up, fill in all that stuff in, just giving it a nice layer, because that stuff is really nice once it dries. That Sculptamold. I use Sculptamold. I usually get it from Joanne Fabrics. It's a website. They typically run sales on it every now and then, or you can get it, at your hobby shop and things like that. But if you're gonna be using a lot of it, I usually get it in bulk from like a craft store, not so much a hobby store because it's more expensive. And then the Sculptamold goes on the plaster cloth really, really well, because the plaster cloth, when you wet it and put it on, it gets super, super hard. You can kind of like really rub stuff in. So when I do these mountains, I'll do a video on it and I'll show you guys just exactly kind of how I do it. Even when I do these tunnels in here, I'll show you what I do, and you can. And it's fail safe. It's really, really fail safe, because you can do whatever you want, mold it any way you want it. Put the stuff on there, take it off if you don't like it, sand it down. I typically don't sand anything that I put on, especially when I'm doing Sculptamold. I just make sure that it feels fine, because you're just going to put cover over it anyway. So I just use that a lot, or just use that. Put my ground cover over and things like that. But most of the biggest thing for the structural support is doing the lattice work for the cardboard, and I'll do a video on that when I do this mountain right here, because I think that stuff's kind of important. When what you see over here, like that whole structure, is basically lattice work that came up and just attached. Same thing that went off to the back here. Like that's what a lot of that is, and it's surprisingly, people think, oh, it's not going to be that strong, but once you get the hot glue on there, it really bonds. It bonds really, really well. So, but again, sorry, I'm just kind of like going off the cuff here, but Timu has it. Oh, I'm sure they do. Yeah, it's just plaster. It's nothing crazy. Can you order those cardboard strips and 4-inch by 100 pieces sheetrock shims? Oh, 4-inch by 100 pieces. Never thought of that. Yeah, I just usually get like a box, Rich, and if I need to, I just glue them all together and I make whatever I need to make. And again, just being creative, using the resources that you have. All of my mountains here, everything that you guys have seen on like the layout tour, all of it's made from that. It's all made like hodgepodge stuff put together, and then just layers of putting stuff on top of it. Just makes it a lot easier. Especially when you're doing ground. If you're going to do a lot of ground cover on it, you don't have to be too particular with it. But if you want to get, different, if you want to get valleys in there, and then you want to put rock faces and things like that, you can definitely just at your leisure, like mold it however you want it. It's all, honestly, this whole layout's from up here. It's nothing that I mean, it's stuff that I've seen out in nature, but the majority of it is, what do I think would make it look good, if that makes any sense. So I get a lot of inspiration from stuff that I see on a daily. But again, when you're doing shapes and forms, you have to kind of think about, what would look prototypical, what would look stupid, what would look well. I mean, what's something that's going to work, what's something that's not going to work. And again, like I've said in the video, like this mountain here over to my left that you just saw, I'm constantly going back to it, putting little things on it, maybe putting a couple more trees on it or putting more weathering on it. It's just, you always find something that you can just add to it. So that's the fun part about this, is that when you get done, you're never done. You can always add more. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it. Norfolk Satan. Yikes. I love it. I did similar lattice plot. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Yep. You can use. I don't use a lot of like drywall mud. Just because I feel like it breaks off easier. But depending on what you're trying to do, maybe for rock faces, I would use it, because then once it dries super hard, obviously you can get in there and you can kind of like dig it out and paint it and make it look the way you want to. But I don't really have a lot of experience or use of doing drywall mud. Las Guerrero, you must be running DCC, NC, power. This is AC. It's alternating current. Everything that we do is AC and O scale, mostly. I can't imagine that, John. Norfolk Satan. You called him Norfolk Satan. Jesus mighty, John. Oh, speaking, John, do you like, have you ever, I'm sure you've had it, but do you like Buffalo Trace whiskey? Fast mud, plaster of Paris. Yep. I've seen a lot of guys use that stuff. Or hot mud they use. But for me, it's mostly just using sculpt mold. Would I switch? Probably not now, because the stuff that I've used it's worked for me for a long time. So hopefully I don't have any problems coming into these next, because there's a lot of mountains I have to put in. Not only here on this side, but I have to do like the mimic of the same thing on the other side, which is going to be a lot. So, but they're fun. I enjoy making mountains. I like doing scenery. Scenery's fun. Scenery's very fun to me. James is going to a railroad auction Thursday night. Springdale on Route 4. Nice. I've never been to a railroad auction. Never been to one. I don't understand like a lot of the stuff like where people buy estates and things like that, or they like buy collections. Like how does that stuff come up? This engine that I have in this box right here is part of an estate. You know what? Let's just we're not gonna take the engine out, but we'll take it out of this box because this is a one of my buddies sold me this. This is a Weaver Baltic, Milwaukee Road. But the box isn't very big. There's more people in here. They'd see me open this up. But that's all right. You guys can see it. Yeah, Rich, the shorter drying time, the better. For sure. These freaking passenger cars keep coming undone. Rich, good seeing you, buddy. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you. Enjoy your night. Yeah, there's a good word advice from Don. Landscaping, you don't have to worry about screwing it up. Yeah, you can just go back over it. Milwaukee Road, F6A. Very cool. Very cool. It's a nice looking engine. Very pretty. All right. Anybody have any plans for the rest of the winter? Doing anything to your layouts? Anything crazy? or not even crazy, but anything that you're looking forward to doing. I think tomorrow I'll do a video. Like I said, I'm going to do a video for the. I think it's almost done. For the comparison of the RMT cars versus a Vision Line reefer, and then I'm going to do a video on the H7, and then maybe the triplex. We'll see. We shall see. Time to get the wiring finished and get going with the scenery, along with opening the spare room for me. There you go, buddy. Absolutely. 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 What have we been on here? An hour and a half now? Something like that? Hour and a half? Nice. Nice. Doc. Got the K4 and passenger cars from Tristan yesterday. Oh, you did get that. Very cool, dude. 5-car passenger streamline set. You gotta be kidding me. Delft Junction. What's up, man? Welcome. Thanks for popping in. I'll have to check that out. Chooch. Everybody, welcome, Delft. Good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Want to add a backdrop? Any suggestions where? What do you mean by that, 7-11? Coach's mic. Going slow so we can see them properly. Yeah, no problem, man. Absolutely. They're the 20th Century Limiteds being pulled by a Class A. What are you going to do, right? That's what it is. Backdrops on the wall. I'm trying to think. There's this one company. I can't remember their name though. Their prices aren't that bad. Is it something Backdrop Designs or something like that? Do a Google search, and you'll see what I'm talking about. There's a bunch out there. Depending on what you want to do, or how, like, the length of it, and there's some company. I mean, they'll do whatever you want, but it's just finding like just exactly like what you want to do. I just can't remember the name of them. Just like I said, just do a Google search and you'll find some stuff. But off the top of my head, I can't remember the name. Sorry. Because I'd like to maybe do one out in this other room that I'm going out and expanding into. Maybe I think it's like 15 feet, something like that. But I have to figure out how high I want to do it. So I'll be in the same boat as you, kind of like asking around, I guess. Jeff, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate you. You make it better, buddy. Thanks for being here. I'll refer to you as Pete. Nice. Very nice. Looks like Eric might be done. Eric's done with his live. Yep, looks like he is. Yeah, the new catalog is out, James. It is on the website. Just go to LIONEL.com and you'll see it. It's the first thing that pops up. First thing that pops up. All right, boys. I think we're gonna pop off for tonight. I know that Mad Mike's on. I don't want to overstep him, so if you guys can go pop over to watch him or go see Gold Standard Trains. They have a live going on right now, so go check that out. I'm going to pop over there as well. So hopefully you guys have a good night. Thanks for popping on here and being here, and we'll see you next week. Again, like I said, go check out Mad Mike and Gold Standards Trains. They're reviewing the catalog as we speak. So enjoy, and we'll see you, like I said, see you next week. Thanks, Delph. See you next week, man. Pop on here. Love to see you again.